Hey everyone, welcome back to Have a Seat podcast. It's your girl Chrissy. My partner is missing because I'm making this video to talk about the state of the women's division. So I don't need him for that. But if you guys like what you hear, like, comment, subscribe. I'm new here, so I'm going to be dropping as much content as I can pertaining to wrestling, women's division, men's divisions, PLE, you name it. So let's get into it. I'm scrolling on Instagram, like I normally do, minding my business. And I came across this interesting article from Wrestle Tracker. It's really talking about if Bianca is overly pushed. She's always in the women's division. So I'm gonna put it up on the screen so you guys can see it, and I'm gonna read the article. So it says, unpopular opinion. Bianca Belair is the most over-pushed female superstar in WWE history. She has great skills, but that does not mean she has to be in the title picture all the time. She has been in WWE for so long, and I can't even remember one feud of Bianca where she was not the champion or chasing a title. No one knows who Bianca is when she is not in the title picture. Perhaps WWE should keep her away from championships after WrestleMania 41 until 2026 at least. So that's the end of the article. Personally, I do not agree with this at all because I have been watching wrestling since 98, 99. So I have been a diehard fan. And in order to appreciate the Bianca Belairs and what we have now, you have to go back in time. There was not one single woman on the roster that I felt like that could be me, or I see any form of inspiration, or just representing for the culture in general. I didn't see it. And Bianca Belair is one of those women to where I am so proud of Bianca Belair and where she's come from. I have been with Bianca Belair since she was on NXT, going into the main roster. So I watched her whole growth. Ever since Bianca Belair was even on NXT, she was somebody who represented for the culture. When you see Bianca, that could be a friend of mine. That could be a homegirl, it could be a sister, it could be whatever you want it to be, because Bianca is so relatable and she comes off authentic. She comes off as herself. Her gear, her hair, her everything is like for the culture. It's for Black women. And to see that on TV every week, you get inspired. I got my Raw Women's Championship because of Bianca, because Bianca had it. When she gets the World Heavyweight title, I'm going to get the World Heavyweight title because Bianca has it. That's the type of influence. You can't fake influence, like Kendrick said. You just can't fake that. So when I see Bianca Belair, I don't see an overly pushed woman. I see it's about damn time we have a Black woman that's in the spotlight like she is. Mind you, Bianca Belair has taken time off from the main event scene. She built up those tag team titles way better than Sasha Banks could ever do with those tag team titles. You have people wanting to face them just because it's Bianca Belair. Beating Bianca Belair actually means something in WWE because she's so much up here. She's very high on the roster. So seeing this article saying Bianca is overly pushed, she's not in a feud, she's not this. Bianca Belair, in comparison to Charlotte is a 14-time women's champion, while Bianca is the longest reigning Raw champion. That is a total difference. Charlotte, to me, is overly pushed. Charlotte leaves, come back, inserted right into the main event picture. No question asked. Bianca, on the other hand, had to work to get her spot in the Elimination Chamber. Work to win the Elimination Chamber. And she still has to make it to WrestleMania and try and get the title. She's been out of the main event picture for a while now. And it's kind of how WWE does things, right? Everyone cannot be in the main event picture. So everybody has to circulate, right? Everybody has to float here and there. Bianca is somebody you want her to win. You want her to be that person because the women's division, unfortunately, they don't really have that. The women's division in comparison to the men is total difference. Even though Hunter says he treats the women equally because he respects them so much, outside of Jade and Bianca's impending feud, the real reveal of who attacked Jade is really the only central storyline that's going on right now in the women's division. And that's not Bianca's fault. You have a lot of women. I think Michin just said she doesn't even know what kind of character she is. You can't relate to the WWE universe if you don't even know what you're doing or who you are. And it's a lot of women on the roster right now that is having an identity crisis, in my opinion. Lyra Valkyria, she is an excellent wrestler. She wrestles aggressively. She's very good in the ring. However, she just comes off boring and dull. Not anybody that I would necessarily even remember leaving a stadium. You know, these women have these good matches and then that's it. They don't have personality. Look at Tiffany Stratton. Look at Chelsea. Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton are the prime examples of when you have a personality. It doesn't necessarily have to be your real personality, but whatever you're trying to get the audience to believe, we need to believe that. I love Tiffany. I point to my wrist when Tiffany comes out because it's Tiffy time. And I was not the biggest fan of Tiffany in NXT. Tiffany Stratton got my respect when she faced Becky Lynch for the NXT title. Becky won, but Tiffany held her own in that match. And I'm like, oh, she's going to the main roster and she's going to do big things because Becky is a big deal. And Tiffany, when Tiffany and Becky was wrestling, it looked like Tiffany belonged there. But when you look at like the Dakota Kais, oh, my bad, Rhea Ripley. I forgot about Rhea. Mommy, Rhea has a personality. It may not be her real personality. I'm not sure because I don't know her in real life. But Rhea Ripley exudes what it means to have an aura as a WWE superstar. Not to mention as bad as she is. She just, when Rhea comes out, it's like I'm that B at all times. And I will fuck you up. That is the aura that Rhea gives. In comparison to, like I said, the Dakota Kais, the Lyra Valkyrias, all these women to where they're barely scratching the surface. And Bianca Belair is one of those wrestlers to where her personality, her skill set, her abilities, everything cultivated her into the main event picture. And like I said, to see where the company is now, the kind of wrestlers that's coming in, the Mellows, the Tricks, all of these guys to where they represent the culture. Mello don't have to come out there flipping and doing all kind of stuff. Mello come off just as the arrogant, cocky dude that look good and he's talented. We all know somebody like that, So when you look at Bianca, from my standpoint, from a black woman, watching her on TV, you guys don't know how exciting that is because you could see yourself. You could think like, oh my God, I could do that. Bianca can inspire the next generation because when I was watching wrestling, who do we have? We had the Sables, the Alitas, the Trish. Jacqueline was a black woman, but she really didn't represent the culture like Bianca does. So she's not in this conversation. You have Ivory, the Molly Hollies, Tori Wilson, Stacy Keibler. These women is what was being shown to us on TV. I didn't care two shits about them because, like I said, when you look at Bianca Belair, she represents for the culture. And you can appreciate that when you know what we come from, what we used to have to tolerate. These bra and panties matches, these blonde girls with these big boobs, no talent, can't wrestle, can't do nothing. This is what we have to tolerate. So yeah, when you see somebody like Bianca, who's money, baby. Bianca is money. I got my women's world championship, my Raw Women's Championship, because Bianca had it. When she gets the world heavyweight title, I'm going to go get that because Bianca has it. That's influence. And like Kendrick says, you cannot fake influence. So Wrestle Tracker, their opinion, I totally do not agree with it. But you guys let me know what you think down below. Let me know if you think Bianca is overly pushed. Let me know if she's not overly pushed. And then tell me why. Let's have a conversation about it. So that's about it. I don't want to ramble on. Like and subscribe. As I told you guys, I'm new to YouTube. I'm going to be dropping content about wrestling because I'm a huge wrestling fan. So, I'll check you guys later.